Hello Nigerians, my name is Barrister Mrs. Uju Kennedy Ohanenye, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs. I just want to bring you up to date on some of the cases I promised you that I was going to take on. One was the Maitama case where a woman was died in front of the hospital because they did not allow her in. They denied her of at least trying to see how she could be resuscitated, and she died. And this is one of the things we don't want it continuing happening in our country, Nigeria. So for that reason, we decided that we will not let the case lying low. We are going to push it. So the second one was that of a man in Enugu State who defiled a young girl of 8 years. That I said to you again, that Ministry of Women Affairs will not let it lying low because of the impact on that girl, negative impact it will have both on the girl and on the society. So I want to bring you up to date on that. On the issue of the girl's case, the young girl that is 8 years old, who has been defiled by the stepfather for 1.5 years. So the defilement started when this girl was like 7 years, 6.5 years. 6.5 years, or about 7 years, because the girl now is 8 years going to 9 years. So let us say this defilement started when she was 7.5 years, and now she's about 9 years. So they've been defiling this girl for the past 1.5 years, which you can imagine the trauma this young small girl must have been going through. Not only that, it gave this girl series of diseases that this girl has been carrying since God knows how long. I don't know how, but the mother was there negligently when all these things were happening. She was there. She couldn't find out, as she assumed, but from investigation, we heard that she was aware of it. But because of love, or whatever she called it, I don't know, she decided to keep it to herself. I want to let Nigerians know that we have taken this matter to court. And not only that we have taken the matter to court, we sued both the mother and the stepfather. We sued the mother for negligence, for allowing this happen under her very nose with the trauma this girl must have been going through. Then and again, for going to magistrate court and rolling on the floor, begging the magistrate court not to jail her husband without considering the young girl's trauma. So she is going to answer to the court on negligence. Then we are suing the man himself for defiling this girl and transmitting some venereal diseases onto this girl. Only God knows how this thing is going to affect the girl in future. So I want Nigerians to know, before they start asking what right does the minister have to take this matter to court, I want to quote the law that gives me the right to take the matter to court. It's a law called Fundamental Right Enforcement Law. That is what the law says. And it is under 1999 Constitution, 2009. That is when the law was passed, under 1999 Constitution. But it was passed 2009. And it is under Section 46, subsection 1, and Section 34, subsection 1, which gives me the right and local standing to try to take this matter to court in my person as the Minister of Women Affairs. It gives me the right. I don't need any other authority. The law says I could go to court. So I am basing my going to court on 1999 Constitution, 2009, sections 46 and 34, both subsections 1. That is what gives me the local standing. So don't say this woman is too busybody. What is happening to this lady? No. I have every right to defend that girl. And remember, she is a young girl. She's under my ministry. She's a family to my ministry. The woman that died in Maitama is a young lady, a woman under the family of my ministry too. Do I need to wait? Under my family too. So the Fundamental Right Enforcement Procedure, called FREP, Fundamental Right Enforcement Procedure, 2009, under 1999 Constitution, sections 46 and 34, subsections 1 each, gave the Minister of Women Affairs to sue in my capacity and protect the woman, the young girl, and the baby. That is it. And remember, this is a public case, so this gives me right to follow up the case as it is a public case. So I am going ahead with it, the matter. And again, another good Samaritan, the owner of Peace Mass Transit, has volunteered with his wife and his company to give this young 8-year-old girl, scholarship from where she is right now in primary school until she graduates from the university. She is going to do it. It's part of what we've asked the court to give us custody so that this girl will be okay. But we're not going to make sure, we're going to make sure the girl doesn't lose track of her family, but in a very victory way. We have to supervise what is going on there, make sure that this girl will not be treated like an animal. And I want you to understand, if nothing is done on this case concerning this girl's situation, we are breeding an animal. We are breeding a future killer. Nobody knows the extent this thing will push this girl when she grows up. She could kill any man that comes her way out of the experiences, the terrible experiences she got. So we must have to let her know that we fought for her. The government fought for her and give her solace. That will give her a forgiving mind and relax her, not push her into hating herself, hating the world, and hating men generally, which we all know this is what results to this kind of thing. So myself and the Minister of Women Affairs, we have decided that as far as the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, mentioned that we should allow the poor to breathe, we should not suffocate the poor. We are assuring Nigerians that nobody can suffocate the poor anymore. Nobody will not allow the poor to breathe. The poor must breathe, and the poor must not be suffocated. So anyone that tries to suffocate the poor, we, especially when it concerns people in my family, Women Affairs, the women and the children, we, Women Affairs Ministry, we fight back legally to any extent that person wants it. We are going to follow the case. So we'll keep you posted on all the cases that we are starting. The one of Mitama will be filed by Tuesday next week. The one of the girl has already been filed. The lawyer in charge will address the press on the issue, and we keep you posted. Please, I plead with the media, work with us on this, because we are not just doing this for this case alone. We are doing this so that everybody will know that it is no more business as usual. You commit this crime, this is the consequences. And it's not just me, it's the whole ministry. So even if you decide to come after me, you gain nothing from it. The case is already in the open. The lawyers in charge will continue their work. So there's nothing you can do about it than to repent and stop the action after you must have paid dearly, legally, for the things you have done. Thank you very much, and I plead with Nigerians, you have hope. The renewed hope is bringing hope. I want you to just give it a chance and see how this renewed hope of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what it can do for you. Because the narratives are already changed, and gradually the effect of the changed new narrative will be shown. Thank you. Went to visit them, bathed her, and found out some discharge from the girl. So she called on the mother. What is this kind of discharge on a small child? That was how this whole thing came out in the open. So what we suggest to the court, let that girl go to her aunt's place and stay. That place, she could still be communicating with her mom. It's still just close to being like her mom, because I know the girl staying in that same house with the man that did this kind of trauma on her, it will not be good for the country. And we should stop. Some of these girls, you see, they give them bomb, they go and blow bombs. Some of them, if you watch C&I, you will see that some of them went through a lot of trauma as a child. So we don't want to bring up another demon in the society. So we're going to take care of that. Then the issue of the school, the primary school will be taken care of then before she now joins them in the secondary school. And it's a boarding school, very beautiful place. So she will live in school. It's only during the vacations. And nobody will mention, as you heard me, I never mentioned her name. So nobody knows. You only know about the 8-year-old child that was defiled. There are many 8-year-old children everywhere. So her identity is totally Yes, in confidence. And again, the school she's going to, nobody will come and tell them this was the girl that was defiled. No. It's only between the owner of the school and us.